All right, Brave Nation. This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 165 centimeters tall and weighs already 57.1 kilograms. Representing Universal Fighter and fighting out of Baku, Azerbaijan, please welcome Imram Magaramov. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins and 2 losses. He stands 165 centimeters tall and weighs already 57.1 kilograms. Representing Dar Team and fighting out of Almaty, Kazakhstan, please welcome Asu Almabaev. Your referee is the Bandit, Decky Larkin.
Big thanks to B1, our medical team partner. World-class medical services available from B1.
Cage is locked, fighters are loaded, we are ready to go. Final bout tonight of our preliminary card, and the action has been incredible thus far, setting us up beautifully for those 3 World Championship title bouts.
This is the final fight on the preliminary portion of the card.
Almabaev opening up with the spin, and on the takedown, diving on the neck. A little bit of impetuous there, trying to jump guard.
Absolutely beautiful head positioning, was a little bit hard to see. It looked like there was a guillotine there, but there wasn't even anything remotely close to the guillotine because of that perfect head positioning on that snatch double leg.
Asu Almabaev's strength really lies in his grappling and his flair for the submission finish. Isn't afraid to throw big shots standing from unorthodox positions, as we saw with that spinning kick.
Almabaev needs to get busier. He's actually losing this little striking battle. Takedowns do not count for much in mixed martial arts unless you cause some impact with strikes, pass to further position, go for a submission. So far, we're actually seeing more strikes from bottom. Almabaev needs to turn it up.
Trying to roll those hands inside is Almabaev to get them free and land the strikes. Both guys just fighting for position, exchanging grips and underhooks. Needs to be wary of the armbar. Looked like he was trying to bring the arm across there just to isolate it.
Almabaev starting to bring it. Starting to bring it.
If Magaramov is to get any kind of offensive work done, he needs to open up that guard and try and create angles for himself.
Ooh, legs went up, maybe for an armbar momentarily there, possibly a triangle.
Did look earlier like he was trying to work for the armbar, but the guard was closed. That's a nice shot from Almabaev. As you rightly said, Kirik Almabaev is the #1 ranked professional flyweight in Kazakhstan and the #1 ranked professional flyweight in all of Central Asia. Open guard here from Magaramov. Oh, looks like he's trying to creep that guard up to try and secure something, but solid positional grappling and almost stubbornness from Almabaev in this position.
Working those legs up after the midpoint of the first round gets a little bit difficult. Body gets very slick with sweat. Hard to secure a grip with the legs high up on the body. Decky Larkin may want to see a little bit more from the fighters fairly soon.
Almabaev doing a good job of just completely stalling and halting any kind of progressive offense.
There it was. Decky wants to see action. If he doesn't see it in fairly short order, something around 10 more seconds or so, he will stand him up, and we got a little bit of action. Legs were moving up.
looking, trying to give the fighters every opportunity to get their work done. 90 seconds to go in the first round here. Almabaev starting to open up a little bit more with the shots, but right now in top position as far as he's concerned, and potentially the judges are concerned, he's winning the fight, so he doesn't need to take any unnecessary risks.
Magaramov throwing those heel kicks from bottom that were prohibited under the unified rules of mixed martial arts for many, many years, now have been brought back. They were first brought to attention by none other than Royce Gracie in UFC 1.
Clumping down on the head was Magaramov. A little bit of a frustrating round from Magaramov on the bottom. Hasn't really been able to get any of his offense working just yet.
Definitely increase in the power come from top and bottom.
And perhaps, as I said during the walkout, Magaramov known for his expressive, dynamic style of striking. Maybe Asu Almabaev has seen that, or his coaches have seen that and thought, well, let's take away his biggest weapon, which is his flashy kicks and his spinning attacks.
Further, staying on your back and getting slowly hit over and over and over again. Much easier to do from top than on bottom. Clearly is going to debilitate the top fighter more. Seconds away from the round ending. There it is.
There you go. Solid, if not particularly eventful round for Asu Almabaev, who was able to completely and systematically shut down any offense of Imram Magaramov.
Clear 10-9 round for Asu Almabayev.
That was probably the biggest mistake of the round from Imran, was trying to jump on that guillotine. And Carrick, if you're in the corner right now of Magaramov, what are you saying to him leading into the second round?
Circle. It's that simple. He can't come straight at his opponent, or he's going to get clinched, pushed up against the fence and taken down, or the opponent's simply going to level change and take him down, as you saw right there. Thank you, Green Hill, for that terrific replay. There is the jump to guard. The forearm was not in position. That left elbow needs to be quite a bit lower for the opponent to be in danger from that guillotine choke. There was literally zero danger because of the perfect head positioning showed by Asu Almabaev.
And transversely, if you're in the corner of Asu Almabaev, are you just saying to him, lather, rinse, repeat, more of the same, or are you telling him to up the tenacity, the frequency, the work rate?
The corner says lather, rinse, repeat, but put the spin cycle on a little bit higher. Just do everything a little bit harder, a little bit more viciously if you would.
Spinning attack from Magaramov, replied by Asu Almabaev.
I do love it when that happens in mixed martial arts, Phil. Somebody tries something real cool, other fighter says, yeah, I can do that too. Just watch.
Almabaev now stalking, perhaps trying to pressure and clinch against the cage. Try to spin an attack, but Magaramov done well just to evade it, stepping into the side. There's another spinning attack from Magaramov.
And again, answered, and the double. Is it going to work? Brave Nation, is this takedown going to work?
Oh, there it is.
Asked, answered, yes it is.
It was almost like watching something tragic happen in slow motion. You knew it was going to happen. You could just see the pain etched across the face of Imram Magaramov, because he knew it was happening.
It's the first takedown you learn in jiu-jitsu. Secure that body lock right above the hip. Pull the hips in close, walk them backwards, drive them down. But basics win fights.
Solid wrist control by Almabaev there. Maybe looking to pass that arm underneath. Nope. Magaramov gets it free. And again, shades of the first round. Quick exchange on the feet and back to where the first round played out.
There's a little debate in mixed martial arts. It used to be when you took somebody down, you wanted to push their head up against the fence because it shut down their grappling game so much. Then wall walking attempts, methods to scoot your body up were developed, pushing against the cage, and now it's a little bit more of a debate. I would say the majority of fighters actually want to do what you saw Almabaev do here, which is pull the fighter off the cage, but now he's driving him right back against it. He's going to try and drive that head up hard against the fence. It means the opponent can move less, and it means any attacks that come are going to be able to come from one side only.
Almabaev definitely has the cardio to sustain this type of a grinding approach. Has gone 5 rounds before in his professional career against Canadian veteran Chris Kalidzis back in October of 2019.
Nice solid shot to the body, then the head. It's a very good basic ground and pound strategy in mixed martial arts. When you take somebody down, they're expecting to get hit in the head. If you hit that head first, it's what they expect. So you whack them in the body, feel that elbow come down just a little bit, then you hit the head.
Close guard now for Magaramov, and as we said in the first round, in order to be offensive, he needs to open that guard, get a foot on the hip, try and create angles for himself, dig in.
Decky Larkins, I believe, shortly going to want to see just a little bit more than he's seeing.
Needs to square the hips a little bit more as Almabaev does so, just incrementally keeping himself safe.
Nice, nasty little elbows from bottom by Magaramov.
Pushing off against the cage, trying to bring Almabaev into the more open forum of the mat. "90 seconds to go in the second round here."
It often looks on television like these shots are all pity pats, but I promise you some of these are very painful, particularly the elbows that we've seen, particularly from bottom. There's a couple of nasty little elbows coming both directions. It doesn't have the same visual excitement of a spinning back fist, but it hurts.
This time, Almabaev trying to dig that arm. He did. He got that underneath the back, and he's controlling it, exposing the head of Magaramov. Just has that arm pinned under his back.
Magaramov, even with one arm, is doing an excellent job of defense. Very, very impressive jiu-jitsu here.
Oh, eats a big shot for his trouble there. Fans in the arena getting a little bit restless.
The fans are not impressed. They want to see a little bit more action.
But like I say, Almabaev's winning this fight. He's doing just enough to keep himself in this position to prevent referee Decky Larkin from standing them up. And the impetus now really lies with Magaramov to do something to change the position.
One thing to understand, Brave Nation, is when those feet are crossed, when that guard is closed, it is almost entirely, purely a defensive position. In mixed martial arts, it scores nothing. You want to see the fighter open those feet, put a foot in the hips, create some distance, stand up, try a sweep, try a back take, try a submission, throw some strikes. Asu Almabaev clearly ahead, 20-18.
Both fighters exchanging spinning attacks early. Again, leading into that slow, almost slow motion takedown from Asu Almabaev.
My only regret in this fight so far, Phil, is that I know the extent, the depth, the beauty of Asu Almabaev's entire skill set. I would love for Brave Combat Federation fans, for Brave Nation to get to experience it right now. They have seen far from all that he's got.
A little bit of urgency has to creep in from Imram Magaramov. As you say, Kirik, he needs to maintain as much distance as he can. Stay on his bike, circle, circle, circle. Cannot let Asu Almabaev get close distance clinch and takedown.
He hasn't shown any ability to even come close to standing once he's been taken down. That's happened for 2 rounds. I have every reason to believe it would happen in the 3rd round.
Double spinning back kick, but again, results in the mistake by Magaramov.
This is mixed martial arts. You do not want to play to your other opponent's strength. You do not want to play a grappling game if that's not your game.
Yeah, it's very intelligent game planning. It may not necessarily be that exciting to the uninitiated, to people who are more interested in seeing a stand-up back and forth, but you have to appreciate the MMA intellect, the IQ of the game plan of Asu Almabaev.
Absolutely. If I had to sum this game up in a single word, it would be this one: winning. What you're seeing here is a fighter winning very, very handily.
And the history books will never say beside the W if it was a pretty win or an ugly win. All they will say is it's a W.
And we are definitely seeing a W here literally every minute of every round thus far.
What more can Magaramov do in this position to get himself some kind of offense, to get himself back into the fight? Because we know he needs to finish to get a win.
The very simplest thing you can do, Phil, is first open those feet. With the feet closed, there's very, very, very little that you can do from bottom. Once those feet are open, slide the heel in tight on the hip, pull the opponent in, and when you feel a little bit backward movement, explode away, kick away, pop up to standing, back to where you want to be.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the feet on the hips of Almabaev yet from Magaramov.
The great, little stand up here. Very good call from the bandit, Decky Larkin.
Decky Larkin just became the most popular man in the arena after that stand up.
Back's too close to the wall. Magaramov has his back too close to that cage. When his opponent closes, he's not going to have the distance he needs to escape.
He's not implementing enough lateral movement for my liking. Just showing the jumping knee, and again, just shy with that spinning attack. And it's the definition of insanity, Kirk. Doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different outcome. So to keep throwing that spinning back kick when you know that Almabaev is just going to step to the side, step in, clinch, and take down, is it perhaps a bit of naivety on the part of a fighter who's only had 4 fights, as opposed to the guy he's facing who has 16 professional bouts?
I think it is a bit. If you commit everything you've got to, say, a straight right hand, probably the single highest way to win a bout, most common way to win a bout in this sport, it might make some sense. But something like a spinning kick to the body that has won fights in just a handful of time in the last 10 years or so, it's not the best advised choice. And now we're seeing an advancement from inside guard to top mount. This is classically the most devastating position in mixed martial arts. Of course, gets even worse if you can force the opponent to turn over. Jump back to side control now, trying to trap an arm, maybe looking for a choke. Arm isolation could also lead to a submission on the shoulder.
Almabaev really starting to up the output now in the half guard position, flattening out the back of Imram. And again, it's just very, very, very smart wrestling and cage control from Almabaev.
Almabaev very briefly trapped, and he's trying it again. He's trying to control that arm of Magaramov.
And it may not necessarily be an exciting performance, but Almabaev's under no obligation to make it an exciting fight. His duty and his main purpose is to get in there and get the win, and that's exactly what he's doing.
He is absolutely giving the fans a dominant performance here.
Coming up to the final 30 seconds.
Magaramov had a little opportunity to scramble up to standing, didn't fully take advantage of it.
Do you think fatigue might have been a factor in that?
I think, Phil, that it may have been surprise. Came out of nowhere just a little bit. There was a little scramble. Didn't realize until a split second too late that the opportunity was there. Wasn't able to capitalize. Didn't want to get his guard past. So fell back, accepted his opponent, moved into guard.
Final 10 seconds of what has been an incredibly dominant performance from Asu Almabaev. I would love to see the numbers, to see just how much time Almabaev spent on top control there.
There are actually some MMA, there is some MMA statistics technology out there that would help you and I, Phil. Brave is looking into it. Here's another little bit of technology, courtesy of Green Hill, instant replay.
Again, just dominant, smothering, suffocating wrestling from mixed martial arts. Transitions to the back, big dump takedown, and from there it was workmanlike, it was effective, and it got the job done.
And again, things like that elbow to the rib on television, it may look like it's not very, very hard, but it does hurt. There was that little scramble. And once again, a return to a very familiar position in this bout, the guard.
A very valuable learning experience for Imram Magaramov. When he goes by and he watches this fight, which I'm sure he inevitably will, he'll be thinking to himself,
All right, Great Nation, after 3 great rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 for unanimous decision victory. Out of the red corner, Asu Almabaev.
decision was merely a formality. Very solid win for Asu Almabaev, the 5th win of his professional career by way of decision.